Hello and welcome to the product research and list creation training that we're going to do today. If you're watching this training, you've been recently hired to do a product search and list for us. Let me just kind of walk through how you're going to do that. In this example that I'm showing you right now, we're going to be doing placemats. So we'll be looking for 1,000 placemats to put in this Google Sheets document. I will share the Google Sheets document with you. I usually create the sheet and then find a couple of products and then share it with whoever's doing the list. So there's a few things that you need to find. Obviously, the most important thing is we need to find products that we're going to be able to sell. So we're going to be taking products from eBay and Amazon and finding good products that are selling on those sites to list on Overstock.com. Okay, so let me just kind of go through the categories first. The first column here is going to be your titles. Again, we're doing placemats here, so you can see the title. Then we're going to be doing the SKU. Okay, this is what identifies the product when it sells on a website. This is the link to the product. This is the price of that product on eBay. In this example here, we've done some eBay ones. This can be left blank for now. I'll be filling this in, or somebody on my team will be filling this in with the price. This will be the price that we're going to sell it for. And then what I'd also like you to do is to tell us if it's an eBay item, you can see how many have been sold. It'll kind of tell you. And if you want to put that information here, that would be great. So these first ones, there's a bunch, 246 were sold. And then in this column, this is telling us how many are in stock. So for all of these, there is more than 10. Let me just maybe click on one of these links and kind of show you what I'm talking about with that information. Okay, it's coming up. All right, so that takes us to these first series of table mats that we're going to be listing. Okay, if you click here, it'll tell us all the different ones that they have. So if we click on the first one here, brown, okay, it'll tell us there's more than 10 available. When you're listing, the more the better. That we want to be able to sell multiple items. So try to find items that have close to 10 available. Obviously, if it has 1, 2, 3, or 4 available, we wouldn't be listing it. Some with 5 is probably okay, but generally more than 5, closer to 10 items is what we're looking for. Okay, so these are good because there's 10 available. It's sold 252 times. If you want, you can actually see how many times it sold in the last month. It's kind of nice about eBay. So it tells us sold 3 items today right there. Okay, selling pretty regularly. So that looks like that would be a popular item for us to be able to sell. Okay, now one of the tricky things with eBay is when they have multiple items like this, if we're going to list all of these, which we did on our Google Sheets, you just need to do the link one time because it won't link to the separate individual table mats for some reason. On Amazon it will, but not on eBay, which actually kind of makes it faster for you because then when you're listing, you can go, oh, I can just go back to the spreadsheet and I can just put in the link here and then copy and paste all the way down the sheet here. So that makes it a little bit faster for you. Okay, you see that? All right. Why is it not? Anyways, I messed it up. I am not the best spreadsheet person in the world. Okay, we'll fix that real quick. You're probably better at this than me, whoever's doing this. All right, let's get that all fixed. Don't know why it's doing that. There's probably a faster way to do that again. Okay, all set. Now, be careful because it's just because something has, so it has, in this case, they're all going to be 11. Or actually, that one's $12.99. Let's see if I have that right. So just because this one says $11.99 doesn't mean the next one's going to be. See, that one's $12.99. Actually, put that in wrong. So let's go $12.99. That's important because we're going to have a spread between the price on eBay and the price we're going to list it on Overstock with. So you want to make sure that's accurate. Let's check these others. That one's 12. It's alternating. 12.99. 11. Red is 11. Beige is 11. Brown's 11. So I got those other ones right. Oh, not that one. Brown E is $12.99. Brown. Where is that one? Oh, did we not list that one? No. Brown E pattern. Oh, I didn't put that one on the sheet. Okay. Red, we got that red. Looks like these other ones are all $11.99. Okay, so those are right. Okay, so that's the price, easy enough to find. Now, the title, one of the things we don't want in the title is if it's someone's, we don't need to put NuvaWare and it's like a business name or something like that. We don't need to put that in the title. I just basically, we need the information of what material it is, what it is that we're selling, and we can't have super long titles or we have to fix them. So it's because they won't list. So we want to keep those pretty short. Okay, so you can see here how I'm doing these PVC table mats. So I'm just putting PVC heat resistant placemats, and it's a set of 4 because we want them to know that there's 4 products. And then brown C. And the reason I'm doing brown C, and you see A black, A all that there, that's if we, because there's multiple kinds of browns. When it sells, it'll be a little bit confusing for whoever's shipping out that product. They've got to know what it is. So this identifies, oh, it's blue, if J blue, and that tells us when we click on here, oh, we got to go find J blue. It makes it a little bit easier. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's try. So that's basically, we put all those on the sheet. We're going to keep it really simple for you in terms of this. We used to do these a little more detailed on the SKUs. Now we're just like come up with a generic name and then just play, like for this one, placemat, and then the number, and then you can just copy and paste like that as you go down, and it does it for you. We want to make sure that this matches up, 76 matches up here, so we don't get off on that. Okay. Now, so again, title, SKUs, the link, the price, how many have sold, and how many there are. Let's look at another one, and then we'll try to find some to give you an idea, and then I'll show you some things to be looking out for when you're fine. There's some things you want to avoid. Okay, so this one, that looks like see, this is good. I must have been doing this late at night. So we have a problem already, because this one, we have the link to the one we just did. So I have the wrong link in here. Okay, so we definitely don't want to do that. So I want to go back. So now I don't even know where that one is from. So I'm going to just delete that. I'm going to fix that. Okay, boom. I'm going to do a new one. Okay, so some things we're looking for. We need to have it shipping from the United States. Okay, not China. Our products from China take too long, so we're not going to try to sell anything from China. It has to be from the United States. Let me show you. So this one, obviously Dallas, Texas. Table runner or table mats. There's you're probably familiar with eBay. Most of you have experience working with eBay before. You can go up here and do all kinds of things. You can mess with the price. You can newest listed, latest listed, all that stuff. We can go. We also we want to sell new. We don't want to sell anything with defects or used. It has to be new with tags or without tags. All right. And then again, on the side, we can go over here. and say, okay, we want US only, and it'll fix that for us. Okay, so let's go into this one and look at this one. Now for this table mat exact, sometimes it'll just be one item, but table mats come in sets of 4, 6, 8 or more sometimes. So right now we're looking at sets of 4. We want to make sure they all have their own individual pictures, like this one does. Okay, and again, this is from shipping from the United States. It's estimated to be delivered by September 11th. That looks good. If it was even if it was from the United States, but it said, we're not going to be able to get it there until September 20th. That's probably telling us that they're saying they're from the U.S., but it's really coming in from China first and then shipping out from the United States. Okay. Does that make sense? So we want to make sure, even if it's coming from the United States, that it's going to get there at a decent amount of time. Okay. Let's look at our availability. It's only got 4. So according to the rules we had, let's go ahead and go to a different one because there's not very many. Okay. Again, we don't want to here. So here's a perfect example. This is, see if my special little pen works. See that there? No. This is China. So we don't want to see that. China, September 26th through October 7th. Okay. So we don't want to do that. Everything needs to be from the United States. Occasionally we'll accidentally do one of these. Somebody will put something on a list from China on accident. It's not the biggest deal if you do it, other than it wastes time because we just end up taking it down and we can't use it. So make sure you avoid that if you can. And again, this isn't going to be something that we're listing, it looks like, because it's from China and then there's not enough availability. Okay. Here's the number that they've sold for. So it's something that's selling. We could have listed it if it was a United States offering. Okay, let's go back. Put this over here a little. Those look nice, and we're listing individual products here. So we don't want to have any repeats. We want to list different things all the time, different colors and styles and things like that. My internet's not letting me click on anything here. Let's try. Go ahead and let's pause this for a second.